Okay, so this is what you all wanted to see. We're looking at matchups for Week 5. Now things are starting to really heat up in the league. Teams are starting to take shape, and we're starting to really see who the players are versus who the people that need to really make adjustments to their teams. The matchups have been fairly competitive, so let's see where we're at going into Week 5 here. We've got some really juicy matchups here this week. Again, yours truly going up against Angie. So basically, the two division leaders are going up against each other. Angie at 4-0, and myself at 3-1. So what's going to happen here? We've got Angie. I really can't let you get away with going 5-0. So I'm taking this very personal. I'm going to put everything I got on the line here. You want to make a bet? You know, my lines of communication are open, so go ahead and hit me up. We started to talk about some little betting action going on the side here, but yeah, this is a pivotal game for the league. Really, nobody wants to see you at 5-0, and I'm sure they don't want me to win either, but they'd rather have a 4-1 team than a 5-0 team. So let's take a look. Matchups wise, you got Rogers back, you got Jordy Nelson back. You got your whole Packers roster is basically back here. Again, Le'Veon Bell is back in the mix now. He came back last week. So right now, as it stands, projection-wise, we're looking at 133. I'm looking at 123, but I've got to make some roster adjustments. My defense is on a bye, so I'll be looking at picking up a defense on the waiver wires, and that'll bring us closer to a comparable score. So this is going to be a dogfight, hopefully. And we'll see who wins out on Sunday. Other matchup, we've got Team Rookie Rob going up against Evelyn at 0-4. Robert really desperately needs a win, but so does Evelyn. So we're going to see what shakes out here. Again, Evelyn on her team has a lot of New Orleans players. It looks like they're on a bye. Seattle's on a bye. So there's going to have to be a lot of roster adjustments. You're going to have to make Evelyn in order to be competitive here. Robert seems like he's got most of his team settled in, and of course there's always the waiver wire coming this next week. So again, two lower seeded teams both need a win, and this win in this game is very pivotal for both teams. It could jumpstart your season. Next matchup, we've got another game of the week type matchup here. 3-1 Casey versus 3-1 Deidre and Matthew here. So again, this is very critical matchup. Both teams 3-1. One of you is going to be 3-2. The other one's going to be 4-1. So this is very pivotal. Again, projection wise, 136 to 139. Casey slotted Rivers in against Oakland. Carson Wentz is a pickup on Matthew and Deidre's part. Then you've got the supreme running attack with Marco Murray, Melvin Gordon, Todd Gurley, Emmanuel Sanders was tearing it up, Amari Cooper, Zach Miller, and then Gronk with Brady coming back is probably going to have a very solid performance, and a superb defense and a superb kicker. And then we've got Rivers, Lamar Miller, Crowell's been doing very well, Garçon's been hit or miss, AJ Green, of course, is a star, Matthew's a star, Jordan Reed's a star, and we saw what McKinnon did this past week. Raiders defense in San Diego is a little bit suspect, so we'll see what happens there. And then you've got a good kicker there. So this is going to be another game of the week matchup here. And let's take a look at the major matchup here, which is another game of the week here. We got Lex Swagger against Joaquin, and there's been some shit talking going around between these two. I think they both really want to beat each other. So it's been. I've actually gotten some text messages about the situation. There's some smack talk going on behind the scenes between Joaquin and Lex here. This is gonna be a dirty brawl. I'm sure that Lex is gonna set his lineup here. He's got Carr slotted in his quarterback spot. Forte's going. Darquois going, but then no New Orleans, so he's going to be down a running back. Deshaun Jackson, Des Bryant, Greg Olsen, Jamison Crowder. Right now, projection-wise, it's slotting him at 109 without a running back. So let's say that the running back gets him about 10 points. That's going to be about 119, 120. Joaquin's team, on the other hand, is on fire. We don't know whether or not Cam's going to play or not with the concussion, but let's assume that he does. It's a Monday night matchup. CJ Anderson's been amazing. Terrence West had a breakout game last week. Crabtree has just been on fire. Marshall, B-Marsh has been ripping it up the last couple of weeks. Laundry is always good for about 7 receptions and a touchdown. Kyle Rudolph has been Sam Bradford's primary weapon. Delaney Walker, Broncos defense, and McManus. So there's a lot going on here. Right now, Joaquin's team is heavily favored, and I'm sure that Rex will try to be competitive here and pull some rabbits out of his hat. But yeah, this is going to be right now the way it stands. It looks like it's going to be a bloodbath. The text message that I got from Joaquin to Lex was essentially that he's going to be smiling for the rest of the year after whooping on Lex's ass this week. So it's a declaration. I think that's as close as you can get to a guarantee from Joaquin, basically saying that he's going to whoop on Lewis's ass. So let's see what happens this coming Sunday. And then rounding out the games, we've got Joe Lacona versus the new guy. Joe's got some issues too in terms of his bye week. Allen Robinson is out. Trevor Siemian is not playing, but then he gets Tom Brady back. So I'm sure once he makes his roster adjustments, projections will change and make this a lot closer of a matchup. Again, Ralph is reeling after his loss to me this past week. And right now he's got Eli Manning slotted in there, David Johnson, Elliott, Jordan Howard. It's going to be a very, very good matchup. A lot tighter than the projections are showing right now. And both teams really need to win. Ralph 2-2, Joe needs to win at 1-3. So we'll see what's going to happen there. And then finally, we've got Austin versus Anita. So Austin's got some issues here. He's got some buys that he's gonna have to deal with. But it looks like he's got some substitutions there. Luck has been sticking it up lately, but going against Chicago, we're gonna see how that goes. Anita's bench slots here are empty, so we don't have an accurate projection going forward. But that win that she took last week could be the thing that she needs to jumpstart her year here. So yeah, we're looking at it here. Anita's got no quarterback. So there's definitely gonna have to be some things going on here. She's got some waiver wire pickups she's gonna have to make with Blake Bortles out on bye, and Austin's team here, he's gonna have to definitely make some adjustments. But at the end of the day, both teams are 1-3. Both teams really, really need a W, and there he is right now. He just walked in. He must have known that we were talking about him. So yeah, Austin really needs to win at 1-3. Anita really needs to win at 1-3 in order to get her season going. Unfortunately, some news that I got to tell you. It's Anita's birthday next week, and then also Casey's birthday next week. So we are in the time of Libra, and what seems to have happened is that everybody's birthday weekends, those people have won. So unfortunately for you, Austin, that's who you're gonna have to go against there. So a little birthday luck. So, and both girls I think are gonna be in Vegas this weekend. So yeah, it's not looking good. But that's where we're at with all the matchups. We'll be here on Sunday as usual. GC House Sunday, doors open at 10 o'clock. Go ahead and be here, and you'll be able to participate in all the smack talking and fun matchups we got going on this week. So good luck to everybody, and set your lineups, waiver wire tonight, and Thursday night game.